You mentioned my constituent, Paul Whelan. He's been wrongfully detained in Russia, illegally in prison. We see Evan Gershkowitz, the Wall Street Journal reporter, going through the same trial, same charge as Paul. And I'm holding my breath on that. And I know what road he's on with that sham trial and the false charges and, Putin's lawlessness. The comparison is that we are also in the middle of a very painful and ongoing hostage crisis in Gaza, with citizens of Israel and of the world, 24 nations, who were taken on October 7th, free and fair citizens, stripped from their beds, taken at a concert, doing their job. And unlike with a state actor, even one as tough and brutal as Russia, Paul Whelan, Evan Gershkowitz, they still have consular access. We still have some form of diplomacy. In Gaza, what we have is rogue terrorist jihad organization that's a non-state actor. So there's no diplomacy. So it's a really dark and tough road. And I know we're not here on this podcast to totally get into policy, but it's important to set the context because this is about humanity. And from the day I was sworn in, Paul Whelan was wrongfully detained. And from that first day to this day, I have only had bipartisan unity. This has covered 2 presidential administrations. Obviously, sometimes there's criticisms or frustrations, but when we pass the resolution calling for the release of Paul, it's bipartisan. When I'm working with French Hill, we're working together. Yes, as I'm a member of Congress from Michigan, he's a member of Congress from Arkansas. We're 2 different parties, but we are Americans. And we are shining a light on what it means to be in a democracy, to have free and fair citizens of all ages, as you well know, Liz, taken from us. And again, the resolution that was based off of Paul Whelan, the resolution that French Hill and I put forward, condemning Hamas, calling for the release of the hostages, was voted on 414-0, meaning every single member of Congress present that day voted for that resolution. Now, there has been lots of votes this term in Congress, but I know that vote, that unanimous vote, was such a unifier for us on a tough subject that's brought out a lot of, emotions in people, but everyone was able to say, no, we can't allow free citizens to be taken from their homes anywhere in the world.